It is official. The 2023 NFL schedule has been released, and I'm not going to take you through all the teams that are playing in the schedules and all the primetime games and stuff like that. You can Google it. Right now, we're going to look at the NFL teams with the easiest schedules in 2023. And the top 5 easiest schedules: number 1, the New Orleans Saints; number 2, the Atlanta Falcons; number 3, the Carolina Panthers; number 4, the Indianapolis Colts; and number 5, the Chicago Bears. And let me just say this: 3 of those 4 teams play in the NFC South, which means the NFC South could be very open and up for grabs this year. And with the roster moves that all 3 of those teams have made, it's going to be fun to watch the NFC South this year, in my personal opinion. Think about it. I'm looking at the Saints 2023 schedule right now, and looking at this schedule, I think only 3 of the teams that they face, only 3 of those teams went to the playoffs. The Giants went to the playoffs last year. They actually knocked out Minnesota that went to the playoffs last year. And then you got Jacksonville, who I think Jacksonville will be a much better team than last year. Oh, and I forgot about Tampa Bay. They did make it to the playoffs last season. They were knocked out by Dallas, and they had Tom Brady. But I don't know if Tampa Bay is going to be that same team. I don't know if they're going to be that same team. So then we look at Atlanta's schedule. You done beefed up your defense, and you also have an easy schedule. I think the Falcons and the Saints are both tied for the easiest schedules in the league. And then you only got 2 teams that you're only facing 2 teams that went to the playoffs last year. You got Jacksonville at Wembley, which is going to be a really good game. And then you got Tampa Bay. And then you got the Vikings, so that's 3. So it'll be really interesting. You know, those are the 2 teams with the easiest schedules. And then at number 3, you got Carolina. And they've made some moves. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. And then I think the NFC South, if I'm not mistaken, they're actually looking at the schedule. The NFC South is facing the AFC South this year. And the only real team you have to worry about is Jacksonville. As far as the hardest, of course, I think Philadelphia has the hardest schedule. I mean, you're already playing in the NFC East, and every team finished at least 500 or above. Then you got the NFC West. Well, not really the NFC West, but you got the AFC East, and they're tough with Buffalo, Miami, them retooling throughout the offseason. Then you got the Vikings, and you got the Chiefs. Yeah, it's going to be I think they have the toughest schedule out of all the teams in the NFL. And then I heard the Giants actually have a pretty tough schedule. Actually, the Giants, Dallas, and New England are all tied for 3rd. Miami actually has the 2nd toughest schedule. I'm looking at the schedule now. Who the hell they got to play? Let's see. You got to open up the season against the Chargers on the road. Then you got to play New England, which is an AFC East rivalry. Then you got the Giants. Yeah, it's going to be crazy, man. I think the NFL season is going to be exciting this year. I'm excited for it. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm Rico McGee. This has been the Sports Minute. And as always, we'll see you in a minute.